This video contains sensitive real-world events and uncensored strong language from live streams. We do not endorse violence or abuse. No graphic glorification. Viewer discretion advised.
West Palm Beach police say a woman and her estranged boyfriend have both died after a shooting last night. That shooting happened inside a home on 13th Street and North Mangonia in West Palm Beach. When police arrived, they found Kelvi McCray shot several times. Police then found Keeson Shaw with a gunshot wound to his head. Police say Shaw lived in the home and was struggling with their recent breakup. Police say he pulled a gun on her a day before. Shaw died from his injuries this afternoon.
It happened inside a home on 13th Street near North Mangonia in West Palm Beach. When officers arrived, they found 18-year-old Kelvi McCray shot multiple times, and they also found Keyshawn Woodrow Shaw with a gunshot wound. Investigators say Shaw lived at the home and was struggling with their recent breakup. They also say he had pulled a gun on her the day before. Kelvi had already gone online to warn people. She said she wasn't scared, held up her hands, and asked if they looked shaky.
Nothing makes me scared. Do you see my hands? Do they look like they're shaking to you? No.
Then she made it plain, if anything happened to her, Keyshawn would be the one responsible. She posted that about 24 hours before she was killed. She basically told the world who might hurt her, and still, help didn't reach her in time. This is Crime Edge. Subscribe, hit the bell, stay updated on every case. Kelvi didn't just become a victim. She practically predicted what was coming. What happened on March 6, 2024 should put every viewer on alert. Picture this. You end a relationship because it isn't working. Instead of moving on, he fixates. He chokes you, shows a gun, and threatens to kill you if you don't take him back. You do what we tell people to do. Call the police, document everything, post evidence so there's a record. Then, less than a day later, while you're eating dinner and FaceTiming friends, he walks into your house and ends your life. Your friends see the attack happen on their screens, unable to stop it. That's what authorities say happened to Kelvi McCray in West Palm Beach, Florida. This case hits hard because she followed the steps we recommend in abusive situations. She asked for help, documented the danger, warned people, and the system still couldn't shield her in time. But before the nightmare, here's who Kelvi was. At 18, she was thriving, fresh out of Inlet Grove Community High School, a cheerleader who also played basketball and ran track. She enrolled at Palm Beach State College for cosmetology and was already running her own hairstyling business. She explored modeling, built YouTube content, and even started making music.
Cocky bitch, and I'm knowing that I'm pressure. I was told on sight it ain't nobody blow up feather. Keep calling up my phone, he keep on calling. If I let him ring my neck, just be quiet, cause these niggas out here telling. I can't play pretend with all these bitches, they my meaning me. Niggas trying to be the guys, you ain't no kidding me. Fake chain on in a rental, who you supposed to be?
Family said she had a gift for lifting people up, especially young women. And she was a total daddy's girl. Her feed showed it clearly.
A pre-game interview, so. How you feeling?
Oh man, I feel great, man. Got a good night rest. Just fresh off of work. Finna go get it in, baby.
How many points you think you finna score today?
Damn buckets, man. You know, gonna be limited minutes. You know, everybody gotta get their clock. But I'm gonna make the best of my time, you know?
Alright, folks, you heard it from the McCray.
Kelvi had dated 19-year-old Keyshawn Woodrow Shaw for about a year. She ended it in January 2024. Even after the breakup, she let him keep staying at her family's home because he said he had nowhere else to go. It was compassion, but it came with risk. Loved ones later told police he wasn't taking the split well, getting possessive, desperate, and upset whenever it seemed like she might move on. March 5, 2024 is when everything escalated. Investigators say Shaw grabbed Kelvi by the throat, then pulled a gun and kept her from leaving. She managed to break away and run for her car. He chased and threw himself onto the windshield, shattering it as she tried to drive off. She called 911, gave officers his name and description, and kept building a documented trail. She also posted the damage and made it clear online, If something happened to her, he'd be the reason. West Palm Beach police took it seriously. They issued a county-wide alert to find him and prepared warrants: aggravated assault with a firearm, domestic battery by strangulation, false imprisonment, and more. That night, officers spotted a car tied to him near her neighborhood. When they moved in, the driver took off, and a pursuit started through West Palm Beach. As speeds climbed and public risk went up, supervisors called it off. He got away, and that meant an armed, desperate person was still out there. Through the night, Kelvi texted friends about how scared she was. In one exchange, a friend asked if he was just talking tough or truly serious. Kelvi said he was dead serious. The friend warned that they couldn't wait around to see what he'd do, that his with me or nobody attitude was a major red flag. You could feel the danger in those messages. Family stayed close, but fear kept rising. The next day, March 6th, officers tried again near Gaines Park. Another chase began and was ended when his driving got too reckless. Police knew the threat was immediate, and they stayed alert. A few hours before the attack, Kelvi posted one last short video, refusing to be silenced. It turned out to be one of her final public messages. That evening, around 9:30 p.m., she changed into something comfortable, made dinner, and hopped on a FaceTime call with 3 close friends. For a moment, it felt normal. Laughing, talking, trying to shake off the stress. None of them knew he was already nearby. According to the family, he slipped into the house when a door was briefly opened and then locked it behind him. He moved toward the dining area where Kelvi sat with her phone propped up for the call. Around 9:45 p.m., he stepped into the room and fired at close range. Her friends saw movement behind her, heard the shots, and immediately called 911. Kelvi went down, and he suffered a head wound consistent with turning the gun on himself. At the same time, Kelvi's mother called for help, and a neighbor raised the alarm. Multiple 911 calls hit the system within moments. Police and rescue units rushed to the address near North Australian Avenue. Officers found Kelvi with severe injuries and Shaw nearby, also critically hurt. Both still had pulses. First responders worked on them and transported them to St. Mary's Medical Center under escort. Despite everything the medical team did, Kelvi did not survive. Shaw was placed under guard in critical condition and died the next afternoon. Police classified the case as a homicide followed by the suspect taking his own life. Afterward, family and friends focused on celebrating Kelvi's life. Her drive, creativity, and the way she made others feel seen.
My family's rejoicing. We're rejoicing at the life that Kelvi lived. We're rejoicing at the impact she's made.
The community remembered how she lived, not just how she died. This case is a painful reminder. Even when someone follows the steps, calling police, documenting abuse, warning others, the danger can still be real and immediate. Officers pursued him more than once, but the harm happened before they could safely arrest him. The warning signs, control, isolation, threats, and especially strangulation, are high-risk indicators that demand urgent safety planning. If you see behavior like this, violence, threats, constant surveillance, treat it as serious. Reach out to trusted people and professional advocates. Create space, find safe lodging if needed, and ask for help with protective steps. Moving early can prevent tragedy. Kelvi McCray was a bright young woman building a business, studying, and dreaming big, with deep love for her family. Let her story push us to notice red flags sooner and support those at risk. If this resonated with you, share it and check on someone who might need help. This is Crime Edge. Subscribe, hit the bell, and stay updated on every case.